Apparently, reality TV is virtually hooked on them. I refer to lie detector and lie detector tests. Shows such as Jeremy Kyle.
Since the start of your relationship with Georgia, apart from what you've admitted to, have you passionately kissed anyone else? Chris said no. Why'd you say no?
Because I'll tell the truth.
Your boyfriend's a liar.
I know. That's Jeremy Kyle. Lie detector is also a feature of Love Island. Last year, this was eventual winner Jack Fincham. I may as well be reading Dutch now, I've no idea. This was eventual winner Jack Fincham facing a lie detector on his relationship with Danny Dyer's daughter Danny.
Do you feel like you settled too quickly with Danny?
No.
Your answer was no.
No, definitely not. That's
Did you couple up with Danny because you knew who her dad was?
That's ridiculous, no. Stupid question. What the
Right, that buzzer sound means that he's deemed to have lied. OK, the use of lie detectors in shows could be banned following the deaths of participants on Jeremy Kyle's show and Love Island. So says Sharon White, the head of the UK's broadcasting regulator, Ofcom, talking with MPs. Martin Campbell is a media commentator and served as chief advisor to Ofcom. Day of the lie detector's over, Martin. Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Hi.
Good to speak with you again.
Lie detectors, quite bizarre.
But people like them, presumably.
Well, they do. I mean, the problem, of course, with lie detectors is that they're a little bit like body language. You know, a lot of the time they're quite right, but they're not 100%. And on TV, they are presented as 100%.
What would your advice be to a TV production company that wanted in some way, or indeed radio company for that matter, one shape or form to use some kind of lie detector gimmick or gadget?
Well, I think they should be used in the same way as when bad language is needed in context, or when sexual activity is needed in context. Very often there's a warning, and there's a description of exactly what a lie detector test is. And I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be used in that context at all. But
how do you determine context, Martin?
Well, I think you just need to say, for a start, that, lie detectors are not 100% correct all the time, and they indicate whatever lie detectors say they indicate. But clearly they don't indicate 100% truth or lie.
Do you think shows like Kyle and Love Island had gone too far?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem with the Jeremy Kyle show is that it exposes vulnerable people to ridicule. Now, I know that ITV argue that they bring about resolution in cases and so on. But, even so, the outcome still is they expose vulnerable people to ridicule.
Yes.
Now, and how that is acceptable in television today, I really don't know. And Love Island the same. I think a lot of these people are vulnerable in so much as they are desperate for 5 minutes of fame. And by God, do they pay for it?
Do you think the MPs will act now, lastly, Martin?
Yes, I do. I mean, there are one or two things on TV that have gone on for a long time. I don't know what other countries think of shows like the Jeremy Kyle show. Whether they show them in the same way as we used to show Japanese quiz shows on TV. But there are one or two areas. It's not just reality TV. I mean, an area like Ofcom have a duty to uphold what they call generally accepted standards. And how these programs would pass, I don't know. And also not to stress under 18s and so on. Or not to expose under 18s to unnecessary distress. Well, I can't think what necessary distress is.
Before I let you go, I just wonder, with the lie detector in mind, Martin Campbell, who I've known for a number of years, do you regularly listen to this show?
Yes, I do, Nick.
That's a lie, Martin. We've just detected...
No, it isn't. That's very interesting, Nick, because I do regularly listen, absolutely.
Hopefully not for professional reasons.
That's very interesting. Have you really got a lie detector test there?
No, Martin, I just got a little buzzer. Whichever way you were going to go, it was going to buzz, just for the gag. See you soon, Martin Campbell. Thank you, media commentator, former chief advisor to Ofcom. Probably has to listen for professional reasons to see whether I need to be taken to court. We're going to news in a moment, Martin. Thanks.